Hey everyone, Shannon here. It is time for another episode of Living on a Budget. I want to first apologize for my sunglasses, but if I didn't have them on, you'd all be looking at me like this. Super attractive, I know. So, just don't worry about my sunglasses right now. Anyways, if you can see behind me my beautiful garden wall, I'm going to tell you how to get this today for a very, very good price. So first off, I'm going to show you how it's made, and the materials you need, and the cost. So stick with me while you go for a little ride while I stand up, and we'll show you a few things here. So this is the garden wall. I saw this online, I saw an example of it. It's technically supposed to be a succulent planter, which is a cousin of the cactus, but I chose flowers because I wanted color. So first off, I kept mine directly in the pot because that's just easiest, especially if something happens to the plant, you can just take it out and replace it pretty easy. So I'm going to show you what is in each hole, because as we know, cinder blocks have holes, and if we didn't do this, then the plant would obviously fall through. So as you can see here, I have some chicken wire. I got a small roll of chicken wire from Home Depot for about $7. If you don't want to spend that much, that's perfectly fine. You can go to maybe an old farm or online. You might be able to find some scraps of it, maybe even a junkyard. It's up to you. You can, figure out what you're comfortable paying, but I paid $7 for it, which I still have almost a whole roll left, but that means I have more to use for future projects. So what you can do if you don't want to keep it in the pot is you can plant the plants, excuse me, I'm reaching, you can plant the plants directly into the hole by putting some of this weed fabric in here. It's what you plant in your, you don't plant it, you put it in your garden to keep the weeds from coming up, which we all know how well that works, because we all still get weeds. But anyways, so you can struggle bust that in there like I'm doing. And then you've got a nice little cup for your plant. You can pour the soil directly into there, and it will hold it there, but it also allows for the drainage of the water so that you don't drown your plant. So you can keep it like that. I just kept it like that because it gives a little bit more stability for my plant to stay in there. So what I did is I went to Boardines. I got about 13 plants because I think that's how many holes I had to fill. And this is one of them that goes in there. So what you do is just place that little puppy in there, push it down so that's nice and snug, and that's what it looks like. Super quick, super easy. When you're cutting the chicken wire, please be sure to wear gloves because the suckers do cut. I do have a cut on my leg here from chicken wire. Those little crappers are sharp. So just be careful, make sure you're using the proper materials. Use a wire cutter and some gloves when you're working with chicken wire, otherwise you will get cut up like I did. And some of the costs I have here are the cinder blocks right here are just $1 a piece. Some of them you can find for free. You can go on Craigslist, you can go to a building, maybe a construction site or anything that they're tearing down. They might have some spare cinder blocks for you that you can use. Right here in this little cubby hole, that's my little gear I got when I was urban exploring an abandoned women's correctional facility, and I just thought, you know what, they won't miss this gear, it's just laying in the middle of the yard, so now it's mine. So that's just my little addition there to represent myself. So the cinder blocks are $1 a piece, and these things here, which is keeping the cinder blocks from falling over, were about $2.99 a piece. They're, I think it's a 4-foot metal rod that you just hammer the crap of into the ground. Unfortunately, some of my cinder blocks do not have holes. So what I did here is I took some chicken wire and wrapped it through the ones that did have holes and wrapped it around the pole so that it would stay. However, this one over here, all the way down, they all had holes. So I was able to put that directly into there. And you just make sure, that it's nice and sturdy so that your wall doesn't come tumbling down. So, obviously, use common sense. The more you have sticking out, the more front heavy it's going to be, the easier it would be for it to fall over. So, you may need more than 2 supports, or 2 supports might be just fine. So, this whole garden wall minus the flowers was about $25. That includes the chicken wire, the fabric, the rods, and the cinder blocks. So if you guys have any questions, have any ideas that you were interested in and you may need help with, just let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next episode where I talk about buying flowers for the cheapest possibility that you can find them. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Living on a Budget. You guys have a great day. Bye!